Topic for today's discussion is International Ozone Day, and this is important for the subject environmental science and of the upcoming APSC Forest Ranger examination and any government examination. So we all know that September 16 is celebrated as National Ozone Day. So remember the date, September 16. So September 16 is the Ozone Day. Now you can see from this diagram that sun oxygen molecules are protocytes yielding two oxygen atoms, right? Then ozone and oxygen atoms are continuously being on interconverted as solar UV breaks ozones and the oxygen atoms reacts with another oxygen molecules fast. This interconversion process means UV radiation into thermal converts UV radiation into thermal energy hitting the stratosphere. Then ozone is lost by a reaction of the oxygen atoms or the ozone molecules with each other or some other trace gas like chlorine. Then we should know that this is the stratospheric layer, which is known as ozone layer, right? This is the stratosphere. Then stratospheres, we know that the range 10 to 31 miles. You can see this ultraviolet A, B, and C, and this stratospheric ozone layer is protecting these two, right? Then surface layer ozone, smoke, and this is we have seen in the troposphere, and the range of troposphere is 0 to 10 miles. Now, what is ozone? Ozone is a highly reactive gas composed of three oxygen atoms. It is both a natural and a man-made product that occurs in the Earth's upper atmosphere. Upper atmosphere means the stratosphere, I have already told you, and the lower atmosphere also, the troposphere, and we have seen that the surface layer ozone, also known as smog. Now, it is a mere 3 mm silt in the atmosphere. As a stratosphere means this the thickness is 3 mm. Okay, and it is in the stratosphere, while the entire UVC and some of the UVB are absorbed by the ozone layer. The atmosphere UVA makes its way to our planet. So UVC is totally protected, but some portion of UV being absorbed by the ozone layer, but UVA still makes its way to our planet, means it enters to our planet Earth. Humans require ultraviolet B to generate vitamin D, but an excess of these radiations can cause serious illness and also result in a reduced crops yield. So we need some portion, but excess will obviously going to harm us, right? Then you can see from this diagram that nearly 90% of Earth's ozone is in the stratosphere only, and that's why it is known as ozone layer. So this question is, this statement is bar repeated ho raha hai, means bar repeat kori asu. So this means that the stratosphere, which is also known as ozone layer, is important as per our exam point of view. Now, a protocol, a very important protocol is related to ozone layer, that is Montreal Protocol. Under the Vienna Convention 1985 and 87 was set up with the aim to cut down 99% of all ozone depleting substances, shortly ODS, by active collaboration between governments, scientists, and industry. So Montreal Protocol was set up with respect to the Vienna Convention, 1985 and 87, so that we can cut down the 99% of ozone depleting substances, ODS. It remains the only treaty to be ratified by all 198 United Nations member states. So all the 198 United Nations member states agreed to follow it and ratify it. It achieved universal ratification on September 16, 2009. So that's why we celebrate September 16 as World Ozone Day. Now, after the Montreal Protocol, ODS chlorofluorocarbons was replaced with hydrofluorocarbon. Means after the protocol, we have replaced this chlorofluorocarbon, CFC. Very means what I can say that this is the main responsible for the ozone layer depression. So we have replaced it with hydrofluorocarbon after the Montreal Protocol, and that was enacted in what? 2009, 16 September. Now, even though SFCs do not harm ozones, but are extremely potent to cause global warming, and therefore under the Kigali Amendment 2016. So remember, this is second amendment, Kigali Amendment 2016. These hydrofluorocarbons were also replaced as well. And India ratified the Kigali Amendment in 2021. So with this Kigali Amendment 2016, we also replaces HFC. But with Montreal Protocol, we replace chlorofluorocarbon with HFC, that is hydrofluorocarbon. And Kigali Amendment 2016 replaces HFC also. And we, India, ratified this Kigali Amendment in 2021. Now this year, that is Montreal Protocol's 2022 as 35th year or 35th year of implementation. So now we can say that, means we can proudly say that more than 99% of the ozone depleting substances have been phased out, and the ozone layer is on a path to recover. That's a very good news for all the what I can say, peoples of art, right? So this is very important. We have discussed this ozone layer because this 16th September recently, we have celebrated the Ozone Day, and we got to know about the Montreal Protocol and Kigali Amendment. And of course, because of the Vienna Convention, we had this Montreal Protocol. So these three terms, Vienna Convention 1985, 1987, Montreal Protocol September 16, 2009, and this Kigali Amendment 2016, and those chlorofluorocarbons, that is CFC, being replaced with Montreal Protocol by hydrofluorocarbons, and Kigali Amendment 2016 replaces HFC, that is hydrofluorocarbon also, and we Indian ratified Kigali Amendment in 2021. This is the summarization. Please remember these facts. They may be asked in the upcoming APSC Ranger, Forest Ranger examination, or any APSC main CC examination, or any national examination. So with this, I'm ending today's lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.